Alright guys, so let's check it out. I've been having some rich codes pop up on this 2012 Chrysler Town & Country. Just ordered 6 new fuel injectors because it has been idling pretty rough, and that's what I think that's what we're going to do today. I got the Bosch ones because Mopar's too expensive, and all the other ones online are either pieces of shit and they run either really lean or really rich. So let's get to it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to disconnect the battery so that we can make sure that everything's turned off, and then we're going to get this upper air intake piece off along with this air filter housing, and then we're going to reach into our fuel injectors, which are down here. Let's get into it. All right, let's get it. So when disconnecting the battery, you're always supposed to go positive and then negative. So then you make sure you don't burn out any of your ECM or your PCM themselves. Because these modern cars, they are a lot more, they got a lot more electronics than older cars. I had a RAV4, 1999, man, I could work on that thing all day long. Nothing electronic would ever go bad. I think I had to replace the fuel pump once, and the clutch was good until the day she died. I had 450,000 miles on her before the engine blew up, and that's because I ran her hot one day. The temperature gauge went dead like a week ago, and then I had a coolant leak that I did not know about, and then she ran hot on me. So yeah. But enough of the talking, let's get into it. Make sure to connect your IAT sensor, which is right here. And this whole unit can just come right off, like so. Alright, now we're going to get the upper air intake. I'm going to need you can either use a 6-inch like I'm using, or you can either use a not so big one. These are equipped with the star wrenches, but I've had bad luck with those, them breaking off. So we're just going to go wrench style. It's a lot easier. So, as you can see, why I connect these two together is to make sure that you drain all the power that are left in the wires of the vehicle, including the ECM, the main computer. Try not to get in the way. Now that we got extra, there's also, when you get down here, There's gonna be two right down here. I don't know if y'all can, yeah, y'all can see those that are connecting this vertically. And it's always gonna be a 10mm. Always start from 10. On these Chryslers, it's always a 10mm. That's for most of these bolts on here. 10mm is your best friend. So, now that we got these off, alright, that's coming loose. And then also, there's a boot right here you're gonna take off. So it slides right off. And you take off the wires that are connected to your mass airflow sensor as well, right here. Take that off. And this whole thing. Oh, I almost forgot. Just come right off. And there we go. That's that. Alright, now that we got that off, as you can tell, I just replaced all the coil packs and the, everything else. Now, these are your fuel injectors. You got two rods here and here. And it looks like I'm gonna need a star bit for these. So, I'll be right back. So I'm going to start off with a T30. A little hole that is a T30 star wrench. Go ahead and get all of them loose. You gotta be real careful because a lot of these are rusted. You don't want to get any of them until the lifter's in here. Alright, now we got one side off. Put those bolts to the side. Let's go ahead and relieve that pressure. Gonna lift up on it, let it relieve pressure. I would advise that you do this on a cool engine. I just actually took this to Walmart because I had to work on this Ford Focus over here. That's what I like to name her. So these pins, off. There we go. So we're gonna need to get some paper towels. Or even better, just have a towel nearby. Soak up anything, any gunk that might fall into the fuel system itself. Lift this up and out of the way. Okay. I need a flathead screwdriver. Damn it. Be using my handy dandy Gerber on this. Bitch. So I already replaced one side. I replaced all 3 of these, tightened these down, just peeled off the fuel rail off of here. And so what we're gonna do is you're gonna grab your pliers and you're gonna come down and grab these. Wiggle, but don't force. You don't want to turn nothing out. There we go. Yeah, that thing is dirty as hell. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna come down. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. So what you're going to do basically is you're going to grab your pliers and you're going to grab this along with the top and you're just going to push back. Once that happens, you hear that click. So that's done, and then you just pull it out all the way. Damn dang it, didn't you? Just push up and back. There you go. Once you get that out, you basically pull down, and there you go. That's a dirty injector right there. So our new ones, I got. So this is the difference between a very new one and an old one. You can barely see those 2 sprays in the middle. This one, there he goes, you can see him clear as day. Not so much. So, just how we took it off, put it back on, and same thing, come in, push up, slide in, and you're going to angle it the same way the fuel rail's on, because you see the fuel rod, it has to lock in to these right here, and you have to make sure that's correct. All right, so you just push down. All done with that one. Move this fuel rod out of the way, and then we're off to our second one. Well, technically 5th one. You also need to pay attention because the rubber seals will stay in the fuel rod themselves, the fuel rails. So just be conscious. Be conscious and check that every time that you go to put the fuel rail back on to the old ones, or the new ones, I'm sorry. So I'm actually going to check on mine. So you see we got 1, 2, 3 blues, 4th blue, and we replaced a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, So replace 4 blues. So that means that we got all those seals out. Same process. Around the neck of it. Grab the wire. Slowly wiggle it out. Got it. And also, if you see this, a lot of times that rubber seal will get stuck in there. So you just gotta pry that out. And these injectors are pretty old. I've had this van for a couple years now. All that gunk in there. Come on, baby, go, baby. And we got that one out. Put it over here in our old pile. Same process. Squeeze. And release. Put this back on. And we're down to our last one. So, same process, grab, get that released out. Basically come from the back. Pop out. Come on, you bitch. There we go. Seal's still in here as well. Alright, all those are good. So then we're just gonna put these on. Make sure all of these are nice and flush. Tap down lightly. So as you can see, you basically look and they will lock on. grab our 2 bolts. Put those back in. Make sure we're snug. I would highly suggest that you place these gasket seals. These do go bad a lot of times. I had to replace mine. And if I was you, I would upgrade to the all aluminum oil filter housing. I already did that already because these Chryslers are pieces of shit when it comes to making those. So I am just going to double check and make sure. Alright, that's all good. Put the ones on the bottom first. The rest will just fall into place. I always like to take these off last and put these on first. We are just going to make these snug. Make sure they're not too tight so we don't pull it all the way forward. And make sure the gaskets sit properly. That's done. And take this. Oh shit. Everybody makes mistakes. You gotta make sure that these screws sit in properly first before you do anything. You can never triple check what you're doing. sensor in. And let's just go ahead and tighten down these bolts first. Always crisscross on these. Never over tighten either, because all this is plastic. Cheap Mopolar plastic. Make sure they're snug. Alright, all snug, good. Put these two on. Good, good. That all. Back with this. That's all good. Tighten these up. Reconnect your IAT sensor along with your electrical at the bottom, fuel throttle body, IAT sensor. Alright, that's all good. Reconnect from positive first. Sorry, negative then positive. I'm just going to take your air bolt. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, we're gonna let it idle for a little bit. Get all that pressure back into the fuel rails. Yeah, she's idling really good now. She ain't stumbling no more. It's pretty good. Let her idle for about 15 minutes. Checking here. So our long shift is 0% when it used to be 3%. And it was running really rich, so we'd have to subtract that. So we go down, we look at RPMs. It used to be in the 800 range because it was running really rich, but now it's a solid 618 to a 630, which is actually really good. So another thing that this car I have not figured out yet is the air intake temperature sensor. I gotta redo the wiring on that. I'll do another video later. And other than that, that's the only thing that's wrong with this van. And the system voltage low, and I just replaced the battery. It's got 137 miles, 136,000 on the clock, and she's running like a gem now. Like and subscribe if y'all want to see some more stuff. Check me out.